What's up, YouTube? It's Air Jordan Lover, and today I'm not going to be doing a shoe review. I'm actually going to be doing a, I guess you could say, it's not really a rant, but it's some way sort of a kind of a rant, but it's not really. I'm going to be doing a little thing on 10 things sneakerheads blame for ruining the game and why they're wrong. So, I guess let's just get into it. The first thing that sneakerheads blame for ruining the game is Nike. The most common complaint is Nike should just make enough pairs of kicks so everybody that wants one can have one. Why they're wrong? Since when did Nike become a damn charity? The swoosh is a business, first and foremost, and it is in their best interest that the heat the sneakerheads desire so much remain heat. And one of the ways to do that is limit the pairs that is given out to the community. Once you open the floodgates, there's no turning back. And product sits on the shelf because no one wants it. And when people don't want the product, it's not selling. And when it's not selling, Nike's not making money. When Nike's not making money, Nike's not happy. And non-sneakerheads really don't want the sneakers that sneakerheads are actually into. I mean, who would casually want to go buy the What the MVPs? Who would want to go buy the What the MVP LeBron 10s to use casually? Not many people I know. And I mean, I don't really know many people that would want them want the What the MVPs that aren't sneakerheads, because that's a sneakerhead shoe and Nike knows that. And it's just like with this shoe, the Jordan Thunder 4. If Nike released this shoe like they release Air Force Ones, why would everybody want it? People get it because it's a quick strike, and not a lot of people can get it. I mean, personally, I like the shoe a lot. I like the Thunder, Lightning, Mist. The Toro Bravos are coming out tomorrow. I will have a review up on those tomorrow, so be looking out on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, so subscribe. Go down, like my videos. I appreciate it a lot. And eventually, when my channel gets bigger, I will be doing giveaways, and the giveaways will look like this. And this. Oops. And this. And some people that's watched my past couple videos will be like, well, those are the only Jordans you have. Actually, it's not, because these are the only Jordans I've picked up since the 29th of September, or not September, the 29th of June. Those are the only Jordans I've picked up since then. And I'm at my brother's girlfriend's house because he lives with her, and I came to stay with him for a little while. So those are the only sneakers I picked up since then. As soon as I get back home, I'll do some more reviews on some different sneakers. I mean, I think I have my 25th anniversary ones here somewhere. Then I got a bunch of different shoes, Olympic 7s, Olympics, just about anything and everything Olympic. I got a bunch of different shoes, but those are the only reason I'm using those as examples. But the giveaways will be a lot better than some playoff baits. Oh, put the wrong shoe in the wrong box. I'll just put these away later. Alright, but like I was saying, number one reason Sneakerheads blame for ruining the game is Nike. Because, bringing up the Thunder 4, the sneakers that you wanted so bad, if everybody has them, you wouldn't be that cat on the block with the only pair of Thunder 4s. Because I'm pretty sure if Nike or Jordan released this like they do Air Forces, pretty sure everybody would have a pair. And no, not every cat's running around with $170 something just willing to buy shoes just like that. Alright, the next reason Sneakerheads blame the game: big retailers. Most common complaint: all of these stores are rigged so that the raffles only go to those with connections. Yeah. Somewhat, yes. That is correct. Why they're wrong? So, they're actually kind of right. Connections have been around for almost as long as there's been a sneaker game. So you always hear about those stories of people who work at these stores and about how the raffles are set up to where the managers always save pairs for their buddies, and you have wondered if these people are telling the truth or telling lies. There's no axe to grind with management. Getting hooked up is a reality that will never change, but it also doesn't happen as often as you think it does. Follow the people who work around at Nike, Jordan Brand, Twitter. See if they have anything they want. Everything they want. The moral of the story is, stop being an internet champion and get some real connections. That's what I do. I got connections at Finish Line, Foot Locker, Hibbett's, Foot Action, the Toro Bravo 4s. I'm getting mine at Finish Line tomorrow. The store actually opens up at 10, and at 9 o'clock people start lining up because those 40-something people that got their tickets to get their shoes, somewhat of people that don't show up, the people that stand in there at 9 o'clock, they get in at 10, they're going to buy the shoes. And it's free game as soon as the store opens. So, I mean, I got my ticket. I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock. Yeah. So, yep. Reason number 3. Other sneakerheads. Most common complaints: sneakerheads love to hate on sneakerheads who have kicks they don't have. Why they're wrong? Who the hell cares? There's so many other kicks out there. By the time the next weekend hits, there'll be another kick that you want that a sneakerhead has that you don't have, and there'll be a kick that you have that a sneakerhead wants that you have that he doesn't have. Pretty simple. Unless you can afford Michael Jordan's $21 million house, you can't have everything. So why waste time hating on other people who have what you have? Or why spend your time hating on someone that has something that you don't have? Yeah. 4th reason: Jordan Brand. And when Nike was the reason, I don't know why I showed a Jordan 4. Guess it's because it's the only shoe I had at the moment. Most common complaint: why is Jordan Brand making new colorways? Stick to the classics. Um, why they're wrong? You know what's the lamest sneaker circle out there? One that is filled with nothing but 2010, 2013 Air Jordan Retros. I'm glad you just discovered sneakers. But to say Jordan Brand should just stick to re-retroing classic colors, it's stupid. There's a lot of excitement over the Toro Bravo 4 coming out tomorrow, just because it's never been released and it's a nice colorway. People that's actually worn the Air Jordan 28 are believers in Jordan Brand and that they're going to do something good, but I don't really like the Air Jordan 28. That's what's going to keep this high that sneakerheads are riding into right now, into the future. Not of a return to old pair, because if you're a true sneakerhead, you're going to have not only this 2013 release, but the 2003 release. If you're a really, really big sneakerhead, you're going to have this release, the 2003 release, and the 93 OG release. If you're a real sneakerhead, you're going to have the 06, 05, or 06. I want to say 06. You're going to have the 06, I guess you could say original version, the original retro of the Thunder 4, and the Lightning, and the Tour Yellow. And if you're not a real big sneakerhead, this and the Joker 3 are going to be the only 3s you have. Unless you bought the True Blues that came out a year, 2 years ago. But you're going to have these not so... I mean, this is a nice colorway, don't get me wrong. But, found the hang tag. It's a nice colorway, don't get me wrong. So is the Joker. I like them both. Still trying to get my hands on another pair of Jokers, but can't seem to find them for the right price. But, yeah. All the time, people are just sleeping on colorways. Just like this. Because there's not a bunch of hype beasts all on this sneaker. As of the moment, hype beasts kind of control the sneaker game. Because they decide what shoe's going to be hot that Saturday coming out. I don't let it control me. I get what shoe I like. I like the Crimson 3. I like the Joker 3. I like the Thunder 4. I like the Playoff 8, even though they just restocked it. I like the Green Glows 4 coming out. I like the Toro Bravo 4 coming out. So I really don't let hype beasts control me. I mean, then again, sleeping on a shoe is not I mean, it's a shame that people sleep on shoes as hot as the Crimson 3, because, I mean, it's got a nice bright crimson color right here on the midsole. And the purple makes it pop. For some reason, I kind of wish they would have gave you purple laces, but I like the crimson laces. I mean, it's a nice colorway, nice, bright. It's a black summer shoe. Now, a lot of summer shoes are majority white. This is a very nice black summer shoe. The Playoff 8, more of a winter shoe for me, winter fall. But like I said, it's a shame that people slept on that shoe. But it's not as shameful as seeing 10, 15 people walking around in the mall with red 11s on. I mean, Once again, hyped up shoe. All the 11s are hyped up. I even think the Gamma Blue 11 is going to be hyped up too. I mean, going on to reason number 4. Social media. People just wear kicks to get attention. Some people do. Real sneakerheads don't. Real sneakerheads wear them because they love them. They like the shoe. Most sneakerheads don't get an ego boost out of wearing a pair of Thunder 4s or a pair of Lightning 4s or a pair of Undefeated 4s. I mean, yeah, if you're wearing a pair of Undefeated 4s, not only do you have a pretty hot shoe and one of the most limited shoes in the world, but I mean, yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of attention wearing it to like SneakerCon or something, but I mean, you wear it because you like it. That's the majority reason. And I guess you could sort of get an ego boost out of if you were wearing a pair of K54 military blue 4s. I guess you could get an ego boost out of that because there's only 54 pair in the world. I mean, if you're wearing that, you're kind of stupid, but who am I to judge? If I had them, I'd probably wear them too. If I was going to like SneakerCon or some big sneaker convention, or if I was going to Jordan's house, I'd probably wear them. The people that add pictures on Instagram to get like me, I have an Instagram. I post pictures of shoes that I get every new pickup I get, but I mean, I'll get comments on there that's like, dude, why are you posting this shoe? This isn't even a hot shoe. Motherfucker, I don't care if it's a hot shoe. I like the shoe. Like when I posted a picture of the Crimson 3s, you got somebody that said, why are you posting a picture of this? This isn't a quick strike or a limited release or anything. And yeah, stupid. Let's see. I wrote all this stuff down. That's why I keep looking at the computer. Most sneakerheads don't care if you get 1,000 or 1 like on Instagram of a shoe. I mean, they really don't care. Let's see. People that have big Instagrams like Kicks on Fire or Sneaker Watch, they don't join the conversation on their Twitter feed asking for shout outs and retweets. They do. A lot of people, if you go look at Sneaker Watch or Kicks on Fire's Twitter and Instagram, they'll be asking for retweets. Hey, can you retweet this? Hey, can you give me a shout out? I mean, when they're having the nerve to call them for no justified reason, when people get mad and they're like, they just come up with some bull crap and just call out these big sneaker websites And then a couple days ago they were asking for a shout out, so that's not a real sneakerhead. Oh, and if you haven't checked out the Air Jordan 9 Crown Jewels, it's a custom by Naldo. Go check it out. It kind of looks like the LeBron 10 Galaxy, or LeBron 10 All-Star. Yeah, LeBron 10 Galaxy All-Star. Oh well. And the fifth reason, artists. Most common complaint, why are they wasting a perfectly good shoe with nonsense? I mean, like Mosh or Naldo or who else is big? Mine just went blank. El Cappy. Customizers like that, they're artists. So is the people working at Nike designing the Nike shoes. Tinker Hatfield is an artist, in my opinion. Anybody that creates a shoe, designs a shoe, comes up with a colorway for shoes is an artist. And the most common complaint, why are they wasting a perfectly good shoe with nonsense? This shit isn't nonsense. If you're a true sneakerhead, you know it's not nonsense. You know that El Cappy and Naldo and Moshi or Mosh, however you want to say it, they're three of the biggest sneaker customizers in the game. And El Cappy came out with the South Beach 6, which was a sick ass shoe done out of an infrared white 6. It was a sick shoe. And I mean, they do amazing work, and they do kicks that Nike would never approve of, because Nike's scared that if they come out with a wild colorway that it's not going to sell, so they don't want to waste their time with it, which is a bunch of bullshit. And I mean, who else? Freehand Profit. If you haven't seen any of his work, go Google it. Go Google Freehand Profit. He destroys kicks. Like, he can take a pair of, let's see, what did he do? He took a pair of 8s, I think. I think it was a pair of 8s. I'm not 100% sure. But he can take a shoe and make it into something amazing. And it's just a work of art, and it's amazing. And besides, it's not your shoes, so why are you complaining? They're not yours, you didn't buy them, so quit complaining. Sixth reason, sneaker blogs. Blogs only cover certain kicks. Why they're wrong? Want to read more about Ling Ning, Saucony, New Balance, and Asics? Prove it. Actually go on sneaker blogs and click on the stories and read about them. If you want to cover sneakers that aren't mainly on sneaker blogs, the reason those shoes are on there is because they're the most talked about shoe and the most, I guess you could say, hyped shoe to come out that week or that month or whatever. I mean, actually click on them if you want to read something else about a shoe. You can change the sneaker world by demanding different, not buying the same stuff over and over and over again. If you quit buying the white cement 4s and the bread 4s and the bread 11s and fire red 5s and white cement 3s, if you stop buying them, Nike will quit making them and come out with different colorways, because that just shows them that you're done with the old, you're sick of it, and just change it if you don't like it. I mean, you have that power. If everybody works together and doesn't buy them, then Nike will eventually change. The 7th reason, resellers. And this featured story is on Kicks on Fire. I'm just sharing it with you through YouTube, and there is a comic on here, and it's of a short, fat white kid crying, and a black guy sitting next to him, and the black guy says, "Why are you crying?" And the white kid crying is he said, "Nike is re-retroing my Thunder 4s, so now I can't sell them for $800 anymore." Which, I mean, if you're a true sneakerhead, you're not gonna buy your shoes and resell them. You buy them to collect because you love the shoe. And this bitch called Fraydog313, I advise you all, don't watch his videos anymore. Don't fuck with him. Don't do anything, because he's a scammer. He's not a true sneakerhead. He scams the shit out of you. And just don't mess with him anymore. I mean, but resellers, why they're, hold on one second, my bad. Excuse me. Like haters, resellers have been around for quite some time, because we so badly want a pair of shoes that we're going to go pay above retail for them. And of course there are going to be people who see an opportunity to make a quick buck. I mean, there have been a couple shoes I have sold just because I bought another pair. And I mean, but I'm not going to buy like 10 pairs and just go sell them, because that's stupid. Because like, there's people that have connections with like Foot Locker and places that'll get multiple pairs, or go to like every shoe store in the mall and get like 3 pairs from it, end up with like 12 pairs. And that's taken away from the people that can actually get them and that have been waiting in line. And that's just a bitch move. And I mean, there are people that build a business out of it, and I congratulate them for finding the opportunity. But in order to make a business out of it, you gotta have the hookup with Nike and Jordan, and that's a very hard hookup to get with. There are very few retailers that get their shoes. The reason with Fraydog313, some of his shoes were fake. The only shoes he did not have faked were 11s. Actually, some of his 11s were faked, because there are sellers on YouTube, and if you know anything about fakes, which I'm going to start doing a web series on how to tell Jordans if they're real or fake. I actually might do a video of that after, but this video. But there's a seller on YouTube who sells the little 23 that goes on the back of 11s. And if you know anything about fakes and how to tell fakes apart, on the back of the 23 or on the back of the 11, the 23 will be real stretched out and hard to read. But he'd get that off and then go buy like a pack of 100 of these 23s and just iron them on the back so it looks like a real shoe. Other than that, if you don't know what real carbon fiber looks like on the bottom of 11, you would think it's real. Just because fakes have gotten so much better over the years, and I mean, it's just gotten ridiculous. The next reason, hype beasts. I fucking hate hype beasts. They're what kind of controls the game now. The most common complaint is they wear Jordans, they must be hype beasts. They wear New Balance, they must be a hipster hype beast. They wear kicks after they just bought them, they must be a hype beast. They don't know the super secret nickname for Air Jordan, they must be a hype beast. They ask others for what to wear, they must be a hype beast. I mean, there's a couple people that don't know this is called the Thunder 4. There's a couple people that don't know that's called the Playoff 8. There's a couple people that don't know that's called the Crimson 3. I mean, that's kind of a tough subject for me, because in one sense, I'm like, you're not a true sneakerhead if you don't know those are called the Crimson Thunder and Playoffs. I mean, but I'm not going to call you a hype beast if you don't know those. But if you go around saying, oh, them new Jordans coming out, I'm going to get them, and I'm like, which ones you talking about? And you're like, oh, the black and yellow ones. And I'm like, the Air Jordan 1? And you're like, yeah. And the Air Jordan 1's not even coming out in that color that weekend. And it's the Air Jordan 4 Thunder coming out that weekend. Then I'm going to call you a hype beast. But if you don't know your numbers, I might call you a hype beast. Why they're wrong? Excuse me. Most people don't even know the actual definition of a hype beast. I mean, it's not about the brands you wear, it's about the intention behind them. If you wear a brand just to get attention and get recognition, you're a hype beast. I mean, I don't wear these Jordans to be cool or to fit in or anything. I wear Jordans because I like them. I go to a country ass white redneck school, and only like 30 people in the whole school wear Jordans, and there's like 4,000 people that go to my school. And I mean, I really don't care if I fit in with the population out there. I wear Jordans because I got my first pair of Jordans when I was 6 months old, and they were the Air Jordan Fire Red 5s. And my second pair were the Cherry 12s. The Cherry 12s came out the year I was born. They came out like right before I was born, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I can't go back that far. I can barely remember what happened 2 days ago. But the 10th reason sneakerheads blame for ruining the game and why they're wrong. This is probably the funniest one I've seen. The number one reason sneakerheads blame for ruining the game: Kanye West. Most common complaint: people only like Yeezys because of Kanye. Why they're wrong? They're actually not wrong. People would probably still wear Yeezys, but they wouldn't be as hyped up as they are if Kanye wouldn't have been behind the design. I mean, his name is associated with him. One of the biggest artists in the world. Excuse me. I mean, the Air Yeezy wouldn't be on no level whatsoever if Kanye wouldn't have been behind them and endorsed them. But then again, you can say the same for every signature out there. I mean, you can lie to yourself all you want, but then again, There's no way you would care as much about the Air Jordan 3 if it was called the Air Elephant. They're basically no different from Nike Air Force Ones at this point. But you that hate those, right. I mean, those are the top 10 things sneakerheads blame for ruining the game. And all those are wrong. Kanye didn't ruin the game. Hypebeasts, even though they're kind of a burden to the game, they didn't ruin it. Resellers haven't ruined the game. Sneaker blogs haven't ruined the game. Artists definitely haven't ruined the game. Social media hasn't ruined the game. Jordan Brand hasn't ruined the game. Other sneakerheads hasn't ruined the brand. Hasn't ruined the game. I guess I said brand because I was thinking of Jordan Brand for some reason. I haven't ruined the game. Big retailers definitely haven't ruined the game because hookups, they're kind of the sneakerhead nature. And Nike, excuse me, definitely hasn't ruined the game. So that's it for this video, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And that's it for this video, YouTube. Peace out.